Well, g'day everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of checking out Seafarer before it releases on the 8th of October. Well, this massive cargo ship coming here, and that's one of the first updates that they're doing on it. Actually, I just had a look at their roadmap and cargo operations, 3 new cargo ships and stuff like that. So we're continuing on with our career mode. We did our introductory tug ride previously. I believe this is our first mate, I think. Now these don't particularly. Let's get moving for starters. We probably need to get moving for starters, and then we're going to have a look around. Let's see. Yeah, we'll turn those on, and then we're going to have a look around there we go. I had to do that. We're probably going to go and have a look around the ship and stuff once we get out and get moving and get out of port and stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. So this is the cargo boat. We're going to move out of port. We're going to get ourselves moving. We've got an echo sounder over here, which will actually, you can see the ground right there, or the ocean bottom there. But you can zoom in and out on this as well, so for the sonar and stuff. But so that is there. What else do they have on here? They have the radar here, and you can see the port that we're going out of here. And I'm assuming that radar, I'm not sure whether it brings up weather or anything like that. So we're standing at the helm at the moment. That's the CB radio if we want to call for help. We will have, as I said, we will have a look around on the ship a little bit later. But the first thing that I want to do is move this. We're sailing to Crescent Port. Crescent Port is where we are dropping off. We've got some cargo on board, so we are going to drop that off. So you can see what we are in the Leonard, and we're sailing out of port now. You can see we've got a 13.2 nautical mile trip, which may not seem like much, but it's probably going to take me just over an hour to do, I think. But have a look at this, eh? This is absolutely brilliant. I know somebody said that I should be building one of those tugs in Stormworks, but I reckon I might be building one of these first. I reckon this is such a good looking ship. Such a good looking ship. But once we start earning a lot more money career-wise and stuff, we will be able to purchase our own boat. We are getting paid for this, so, and I'll show you that in a sec. Just gonna line myself up here. There we go. Lovely. If we go into our tablet here, we're currently doing chapter 1 here, which is running this running cargo. And we're going to get 40 XP, and we're going to get 1,980 whatever dollars they are. I'm just going to say bucks. And in here you can see that next level unlocks. What does the next level unlock? Crew, anchor watcher, modern glasses. And we've already unlocked some of that, I think. So we're at Seal Buddy at the moment. I do need to keep my eye on what's going on here, because there is quite a bit of traffic out here. So we'll keep our eye out, and again, once we get out of port and get on our way and past this traffic, we should be able to go. We'll go for a wander around the boat itself, and we'll have a look. There's the engine room. You do need to maintain your engines in this as well when you own your own boat. You do need to hire crew. As I said, it does have an autopilot in it, but the autopilot is not the kind of autopilot that you find in ships at sea and stuff like that. It's basically you have a first mate on the ship that you have to employ, and you can set that first mate to actually What's going on over there? Oh, it's just moving fast. I was just wondering what that boat was doing. It looked like it was floating in midair. And you can, you basically assign your first mate to the helm, and the first mate will run the track that you put in. Now, if I head into the map here, we are going to Crescent Port, which is that's Sandham, that's Fort Westburn. I need to figure out where Crescent Port is. There we go. We've got to get used to over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves some waypoints. So we're going to head in this direction. We'll head down the coast, around the traffic, and into here. Lovely. That should be good. Let's see. What do we do?
I see you're leaving
Route 10.
Meddington and heading out. We expect you in Crescent Port before nightfall, so the cargo can be transferred on schedule.
Okay, it looks like we've got a bit of a deadline. You can see that is showing up on our little compass down in the bottom right hand side there. So I'm going to actually put some power into the engines now. And now that we're sort of clearing port, and we're going to clear those ships there. That does look like a bit of an empty cargo ship, that one. We've got a sailboat over there that we've got to keep our eye on as well. Now, they'll be running down shipping lanes, and I believe shipping lanes run down, if we have a look at the map, you can see that the shipping lanes run through here and along the coast. We're actually gonna go straight out. We're going to sort of go into deeper water there, so we do need to be really, really careful of that yacht there. So we better give them a little bit of a warning. All right, lovely, and we'll center those. There we go. I was a little bit worried about that. Last thing that we want to do is split a yacht in half on our first cargo run. So, right, around we go. It's a bit bigger than the Tug. It's definitely a bit bigger than the Tug that we were rolling in. But if we go there, and we'll center those off now, and we'll head directly in that direction, which is almost straight ahead. And now that we're out, I'm going to bring up the wheel here, and you can see that when you bring up the wheel, you've got a couple of things. You've got the CB radio. You can control your lights from here. Teleportation points, so you can teleport. You can actually teleport around the ship to different areas, to the engine room, front deck, lower deck, and all that type of stuff. We've got our engines there, so we can from here we can give orders to full steam ahead, neutral, reverse, and all that type of stuff. We've got our binoculars there, and over here we've got crew, and here you can there we go. Looks like we've got a defective engine.
Damn, something's wrong with the engine. Can you take a look at it?
Yep, I sure can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully get crew on there, which I can't do at the moment. So, okay, let's continue with that. I may be able to get a crew member on here now. Doesn't look like I can. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. There we go. That took me a little while. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to head downstairs to the we're going to have to head down to the engine area. We may have to go out the other door actually to head down there. It looks like we need to check our engine and stuff. And because we're in the very first parts of our career mode and stuff, then I'm guessing that this is actually going to sort of teach us some of the things that we actually need to do to keep this running. So Check why the engine is malfunctioning. We'll head down here and we'll go into the control room here and we'll have a look at that, and it is overheating. The engine should be inspected. Each engine component has its own inspection point. It looks like the temperature's right up. So I think we probably need to actually check oil. Low level engine oil should be refilled here. And it looks like we need to fill this. There we go. Interesting mini games for maintaining the engines and stuff. Let's check the air filter on this. Did it say it's faulty? No, it says that it's okay. Let's check the oil on this thing. And it looks like that's okay. We'll check the air filter on there. And low level air filter should be changed. So we've got to change the air filter on that.
The wear and tear must have gotten pretty bad over the last few years.
Alright, lovely. We didn't check this. That looks pretty good. This isn't our ship, but this is the kind of stuff that we're going to need to do. I think I do need to change the air filter over here as well. No. I need to check the coolant and fill the coolant. But when we own and run and manage our own ship,
Looks like everything's working again.
this is exactly what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to keep maintaining it. Now, you can hire an engineer to work down there. So obviously you have to pay them. You have to pay them a wage and a salary and stuff like that. But they will stay down there and maintain the engines for you and repair any problems or anything like that. They'll just keep monitoring it all. So, which is actually really, really cool. So let's head back into here now, and we'll head back onto here, and we're going to need to turn the boat because we are moving in the wrong direction. I probably should have brought the throttles down a little bit, to be honest, when we went down there. But we were sort of sitting there, and we were sitting there sort of idle in the water, so I didn't think of it. But I should have. Let's see if we can't. I wonder whether it will let me. What's this? End task, assign task. I'm just wondering whether we can actually. Doesn't look like we can assign a crew member to it. Let's just jump out of here. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can assign a crew member to it, so unfortunately, which
The
means...
first day is hard for us all, but you're not here for nothing. If you steered a ferry before, this task should be no problem for you.
There we go. He's the... We do have somebody sitting down there as well. We going alright? Looks like we are going alright. Can't see anything around. I just want to talk... I want to have a chat to this dude down here. See who he is.
So you're one of the landlubbers hired by the boss himself. Be careful. I got my eye on you.
Yeah, good on you, boatswain. Or botswain. Or botswain, they call it, I think. Botswain. Alright, let's talk to the
Looks like
boss.
everything's working again.
Thanks. I fixed that. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like we're basically on here now. And we are going to be traveling straight through here, and hopefully at a relatively speedy pace as well. So let's just spin him around a little bit more. If I have a look at the map, does it tell me? Yeah, we've got 39 minutes left in travel time. So it's showing you what your resource consumption is here as well, which is actually really, really cool. So that's very cool. And your boat conditions, so the boat conditions at 4%, coolant is or water is at 77%, the engines are at 24%. So we've got quite the trip. And there we go. There's a legend there as well. Sweet for the map. All right, looking very, very forward to getting ourselves over there and completing our first cargo job. I'm just going to jump outside for a sec so that you guys can have a look at the ship there, and you can see the land and the port and stuff in the distance there. But look at the wake in the water and stuff. It's actually really, really cool. Now, I believe wind, we've got a 3 millisecond meter a second wind, sorry, coming in from behind us. So that should actually be pretty good for us, I reckon, for our trip. It's currently 3:53 p.m. and we're moving at 14.5 knots. So you can see all that information down the right hand side. Now, if you want some graphical beauty, you can hit H and turn the HUD off there, and you can get a very good indication of how beautiful it actually looks. I really do like how beautiful it looks. So I'm going to grab a couple of screenshots because I need something for the thumbnail for this episode. So there we go. HUD back on. Lovely. And we'll jump back in here. And she does tend to want to. Pull to the left as well. So, although we've got both engines running. So both rudders are actually it's props that are running on here. Now on these ships you can individually run props by you can right click to run the rear props, and then you can left click to run the front prop. Now if I just put the front prop around just a little bit, that might balance us a little bit. We'll see how we go. It may not, but it may. I don't know whether it'll slow us down any either. But that's kind of balanced it out a little bit, and it's almost acting like a yaw trim, isn't it?
It's great to have you on board. It just wouldn't be the same without you.
Well, thanks,
When
Teddy.
I decided to start my business, I first had to think about what exactly I wanted to do. But it wasn't that much effort after all. Reuben Brooks only replaced the old CEO of Crescent Port Logistics a few months ago. He had realized himself that he was getting too old for the job and probably wanted to spend more time with his family. I bet he's vacationing on a real big yacht somewhere.
All right, now Teddy's had his thing. Let's just jump out of here, and let's just head downstairs so that you guys can have a squeeze at what else. I mean, there's some beautiful spots to stand around and just look at everything on this. We can upgrade our binoculars. Look, there's a balloon. There's a hot air balloon up there. We can upgrade our binoculars and stuff like that so that we can zoom, and all of that type of stuff is upgradable. Is there a stairway down here? It doesn't look like there is. We can just go out on this balcony here. So let's head back inside. We'll close that door. Leave that boatswain out in the freezing cold. Yeah, while we're in the warm cabin. Head into here. I think these doors are actually locked. This door here. This is like a little sort of a mess / dining room for the crew and for everybody on board. Microwave, fridge, and all that type of stuff. Nice little spot to sit down. What are they reading? Can't see. Timer's up there. Now you can wait, like you can move time forward really, really fast. You can also fast travel in this as well. So, and through here, I believe this is probably my cabin, I would say, as the captain. Although I'm not sure whether I'm not sure whether I am the captain on this. That's shapes, solid green shapes. There you go. I don't think I'd have that on my wall anyway. But that's that. We went down and we seen the the below deck that has all the engine room and stuff in there. Now these are storage. I know you can use them on some of the ships. That is the anchor winch right there, and I think that it does have a winch there as well, kind of a rescue winch and stuff like that. So, which is actually pretty cool. That's not operational at the moment, but you can do that. That is part of the gameplay or the simulation. All of our containers are all stacked. Now, yes, you do have to load containers on yourself and unload them. So that's actually pretty cool using one of the port cranes. You know, the overhead ones is actually really, really cool. So we've got a bit of cargo on board. The containers are looking a little bit new. A little bit new for my liking. But, yeah. There you go. So, so that's kind of a little bit of a tour of the boat. Again, there are obviously other boats. You've seen the Tug because we've done the Tug. We've got pretty calm weather out here at the moment, but the weather is dynamic. In career mode, the weather's dynamic. If you're doing quick play, this is my career, so but if you're doing quick play is oh, it's a nice seat, isn't it? Quick play is it doesn't have dynamic weather, so I haven't done a quick play yet, but let's just center that again and we'll spin this boat around a little bit. We're still sort of 10 nautical miles out, so what I will do is I will see you guys when I'm getting into port. All right, so I'm guessing that only for this particular part, it actually skipped a big section in between all of a sudden. So, but it won't be doing that in the future in my career and stuff like that. But now we need to get into port. So I'm just going to put a little bit more power in. I did after I paused the recording for the trip in between. I did actually I did actually have to repair the engine again. But I'm guessing that the engines and replace the oil and stuff. But I'm guessing that the engines aren't going to continually break down like they have in this, because this is kind of more of the story and career mode. So like the very, very first part of it. So it's just sort of, I think, teaching you, you know, exactly what to kind of expect. So, all right, we're heading over to here. I don't know where we're docking at this point in time, but I'm sure that we will see very, very soon. So, you know, we're going to bring this little beast in. It is now, well, what time is it? 7:30 in the evening. So, I think she wanted it here a bit earlier, didn't she? I'm not sure, but anyway, there we go. So we're going to bring this into port, probably dock up, and we will get a little bit of cash for it, which I'm pretty excited about. We're going to get $1,980 plus 40 experience, which is going to be really good too. So I'm looking forward to getting into the bulk of career mode and being able to purchase my own ship and stuff. So let me know in the comments below what you guys would like to see and what you think you would like me to see me do as a career. I'm leaning more towards running cargo initially, but because I don't believe there's, I might be wrong, I don't believe that there's passenger services in it as of yet, but I could be wrong about that. So but yeah, I'm kind of leaning a little bit more towards cargo, especially considering that with the first updates on the like the first major update on the roadmap is to bring in larger cargo boats and like cargo ships and stuff. So and to really work on the logistics. So it may be a good idea to do that, but you know, in the meantime, I'll probably I might do a couple of quick plays. So the next episode will probably be a bit of firefighting and stuff, and we'll just run through those and move away from career for the next few videos. until we've actually covered everything that we want to cover, as kind of a first look in numerous parts. So that's the plan anyway. That is the plan. You know what? I am going to hide that HUD, and I am actually going to take a screenshot of that because that just looks amazing. I can't take a screenshot of it because I've just leveled up. Come on. Right when I wanted to take one. So I've unlocked a whole pile of other stuff. All right. A good ship needs a good crew. You can hire specialists on every port to build your own crew. Some larger vessels even need a crew to depart. These specialists can do various small tasks for you. Lead your crew to become the best captain on the sea. That sounds pretty cool. Grab a screenshot before the game messes you over. Simmy. Grab another one there. And grab another one there as well. The bloody engines have gone defective again.
Macmillan, are you stranded or what's the holdup? You're still not in port and we've already been waiting longer than expected. The new boss wants to know where his shipment is.
We had one or two incidents, but it was our first trip. Things will improve in the future, I promise. But yes, we should be picked up here.
This is holding up the whole operation here. It's not going to make a good impression on the boss.
Teddy.
Sorry, the mistake's on us. I'll
Teddy.
only have good things to say about you. I also know someone with a tugboat we can use. We'll manage it from here without too much extra cost.
Do you even have a helmsman on board?
The best!
Okay, so what's going on? So they're going to tow us in now. Oh no, it looks like we're in the tug now. We've been transferred over to the tug. So let's get some power on here. Tow the ferry to the dock, navigate to the vessel, request the messenger line and pick it up. Attach the messenger line to the tow line. Pass the tow line using the winch control. Now I'm guessing, and I might be wrong here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow this down because I think we should have a winch on the back. Yes, we do. Beautiful. Just checking. Because that's probably the one that we want to use. So we're going to come around in the tug. It's pretty cool actually that we're now moving into the tug to tug our own boat in. Check out how big these are. Like if you have a look at me in the on the bridge there, then they're pretty bloody big, aren't they? Just made for power. Made for power, these things. All right. We'll set that off. There's dock at pier. There's anchor. What else do we have in here? Outer lights on. And signal lights on. We should have our signal lights on, shouldn't we? I think we should have our signal lights on. We definitely should have our outer lights on as well. Bloody good looking little tug, isn't it? Hey? Right. Let's just bring this beast around here and we'll line ourselves up and tow this thing in. So I'm guessing that we've got to go in backwards. I mean, I may be wrong, but you would think we would be moving forwards when we're towing, and we've got to tow into there. So, right, lovely. Somebody's over there. This is actually really, really cool, guys. This is actually really cool. Again, teaching us some tug operations as well, which is very, very cool as well. All right, let's center those. Get ourselves into position. We'll center again. Lovely. And bring the engines down. Right, now we need to spin these right around so that we're going in reverse and put a little bit of power into them. Okay, I can see where we're at there. Spin that around, and we'll reverse this in. Do they call it reversing a ship? What do they call it? I don't know. I don't know whether they call it reversing a ship, but we're going to stick to reverse, right? So we get a little bit of power in there. She's moving in backwards. This would actually be pretty bloody hard in bad weather, wouldn't it? To be honest, it'd be tough. It'd be very, very tough in ships at sea at any time. So they are using the Unreal Engine 5 ocean physics and stuff in this. So they do seem to have done a much better job. A much better job than what Ships at Sea has at this point in time. So not discounting Ships at Sea, don't get me wrong. Here we go. All right, sweet. Navigate to the marked area of the hull of the client ship. On deck, move the winch and press F and that to request throw rope. Interact with the throw rope to pick it up and connect it to the tow line at the winch. On the bridge, interact with the joystick to unwind the tow line. If you skip this step and try to tow the ship using only the throw rope, it will snap and the job will be failed. Alright, I'm probably going to need to read that again. There we go. Alright, let's stop that. And we'll straighten that back up. We'll jump out of here. Okay, so now what we need to do is request the line. And here it comes. Beautiful. We'll pick that up. And we need to hook it to the messenger line. No. Yep, to there. Beautiful. And then we need to go back up and winch out, I believe. Oh. Where is the winch out? I thought the winch out was here somewhere. Here it is. Tighten rope. That should be winching out. No. Okay, cool. Tow the client ship to the designated location. To do this, take the helm, set course as usual. Make sure the towing line remains taut at all time. Once the client ships reach the target area, interact with the joystick to release the towing line. I just opened the door accidentally, but that's okay. It's a lovely evening. All right, here we go. Let's let everybody know that we are going and put some power into this beast. Try and keep this line taut. This is actually very, very, very cool, guys. Very cool. So we're going into this section here. Okay. Cool. Are we moving? Yes, we are. We are moving at 5.5 knots. Let's haul it around here a little bit. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Just to see how well I can do this. I wonder, is there somebody up on the bridge there? Yeah, there is. Yeah. Teddy.
The dispatcher seems a bit tense, but the CEO was actually very nice on the phone. Without him, we wouldn't have gotten this opportunity. I hope he forgives us for things not going completely smoothly.
Should have bought a better boat. Should have called Saul. Right, let's try and get some power into this now. There we go. A little bit of power. Now we've got a... We've got a spot over there. Are we supposed to be docking it there, or... No, it says designated area over there, doesn't it? So I'm guessing we're going to have to tow it to there. That's interesting. Yeah, that must be the designated area. Must be the designated area. I've got to get a shot of this as well. So many shots. Cool. Stop taking shots, Simi, and instead concentrate on what you have to do. Now there we go. It has. Well, the waypoint hasn't moved on the map, but I reckon that is definitely the designated area there. If it's not, we can actually move around a little bit. How you going there? Good, good. Are we chugging a whole pile of black smoke? Yes, indeed we are. We are chugging out a whole pile of black smoke. I'm going to bring that HUD back up again, just so that I can make sure that we do what we need to do. But surely that's... No, that actually doesn't look like it's the area. It's not. It's not. Okay. That's that looks like it's little jetties. So we're going to have to move in this direction and move into where the marker shows. I should have just gone, yep, follow the marker, Simi, follow the marker. So we'll head into here. It looked like, kind of looked like that was an area, but that looks like it's a whole pile of different, like little jetties there. So I don't think we'll be towing this beast in there. Definitely not. But you can imagine how much weight this tug is actually towing, can't you? You know, with all of that cargo and stuff, all of those shipping containers on board and stuff. But I love the fact that there's people on the ship there. It's not empty. There's crew on there. You can see people up in the bridge. Oh, it's not Teddy that's on the bridge either. All right, let's move this around a little bit. So yeah, Tug Operations is one of the careers that you can do. You can purchase yourself a tug as the first boat if you want to, and do tug operations, which is very cool. It's very cool if that's kind of what you want to do. And I think I'll probably mix it up, but it really is. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually being able to do these little tug operations. What's that boat over there? I just cannot zoom in because I do not have the upgraded stuff. Although we did unlock stuff. Career-wise, we are now level 4. So it's unlocked. It has, the next one unlocks rain jacket, sweatshorts, fisherman's beanie, anchor watcher, which I believe allows you to operate the anchor and stuff. What's it got in fleet there? We'll have a look at that. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but I do believe we did have a look at it at one point in time. But you can see that we can purchase ourselves a tug. We can purchase ourselves the Archer, which is a boat for taking out fires and stuff. There's a police boat, and I believe we already own the Herbert. Although that did say the Herbert, didn't it? Yeah, yep. That's the Herbert. Cool. I was gonna say I really don't want to own the Leonard. Not after what we've just been through with constant engine breakdowns. Right. Cool. Come on, we can get in there. Geez, I hope this area is the right area. So I'm going to bring it around here. I'm going to try and be one of these skilled tug drivers. And, well, we all know how that's going to go, right? No comments, Mac. Yeah, no, see, she should pull behind us. That should be okay. And we'll move in this direction and kind of get her close to port. I'm wondering whether we actually have to disconnect. I'm wondering whether we have to, like, we're probably going to have to disconnect, and we might have to come around and push her into the dock. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think that's okay there. Got plenty of room there. That's good. That's good. Just don't want to get her too close to the jetty there. So here's the cargo cranes, which you actually do get to operate. So when you're doing your career and stuff like that, so that's going to be pretty cool as well. It looks very easy to operate as well, like very intuitive and stuff. So all right, we should be getting there. We should be getting there. Right, 0.2 nautical miles. I really hope this is, but we've got plenty of room to turn around if it's not. But I really do hope that this is the designated area. Let's just have a look. I mean, it is where our marker is, right? We're just sort of moving in a little bit sideways. We're going to have to make sure that we don't get too close to the dock there. There we go. Probably are a little bit too moving it too far away now. So bring him in a little bit more. Straighten that up. And hopefully this is okay. It looks like it's got to go underneath this crane. And that one there is probably too big for unloading cargo from here. So it makes sense that we go underneath this one over here. Let's Bring that in like that. Straighten her up a little bit more. Looks like we're kind of on like a little bit of an angle, so there we go. Look, that's it. That's it. Okay, let's bring our engine down a little bit. Both of our engines. And we'll spin this around. Straighten ourselves up. Release the tow line. Turn that off. We'll jump into here. We'll jump out of here. And we will release that tow line. There we go. There she goes. Lovely. Lovely. Well, it did tell us to do it there, didn't it? Should we have actually towed that in? I reckon we should have probably towed that in. I might just request that and hook it up again. Don't think I can from here. I don't think he's going to be able to throw it from there, is he? So it did come up with release the. It did come up with the release, but I think I may have. Or do we dock? Clear the marked mooring area. Okay, all right. Let's just move forward a little bit. There we go. Right, we have cleared that area. All right, okay, so we didn't have to actually tow it straight into there. All right, there we go, guys.
There you go. We made it after all. Now the ship just needs to be unloaded and our mission will be complete.
Indeed, it will. Okay, it looks like we have to unload. Undo the unlock the twist locks. So we've got 20 twist locks to unlock. Now there is a little bit of a system here, I believe, and that is to get these here. And remove those there, remove that, remove those, like so. Remove you, remove that, and that, and remove that, and then we've got to get those. I thought that was, it's just these ones. It just wants us to do these ones by the looks of it. So we'll do that. We'll release that. We'll release that. We'll get rid of that. That should be okay. That's all released. We'll head into here. Unlock that one. Unlock that. Unlock that and that. And remove that. Right, what's the next ones? These ones here. Right. These ones are actually higher. So we'll unlock that. We'll get rid of that. Do that. Unlock the twist locks from the floor. And I believe we've got to get this one as well. So we'll get those two. We'll remove that. Get those two and remove that. Cool. And that is done. And now it looks like we need to unload the containers. So to do that, we need to transport across to the. I don't know how we get across to there. How do I get across there? There's got to be a way to get across to the... I haven't done it before, so... definitely has to be a way to get over to the ferry. Let's hold down Alt. Interact, game menu, radial menu, HUD. I wonder whether it is on the radial menu. Swap. Go to container crane. There we go. Yep, it is. Alright, so we need to unload these things now. And these will need to be loaded onto trucks. So I'm going to need an idea on extend, extrude. Grab container is F. Lift and lower is that. Okay, let's move ourselves across here. So there's definitely some physics there as well. And F to grab container, and we got it. Let's raise this container up. Let's head back here, and looks like we've got, I think, 5 containers to unload onto these trucks. Okay, you wouldn't want to be sitting under there with me doing this, would you? Down we go. Let's drop that down into position and release it. How do we release? Not with F. Alright. That looks like it's right. There we go. I just wasn't on the right spot. So let's raise that up and we'll get our next one. And the truck drives off. That's actually really, really cool, isn't it? We'll grab these ones out. Now, I'm not sure in normal career mode exactly how many, whether you have to load every single container when you're doing a job, but I guess we're going to find that out, aren't we? And it certainly wouldn't be something that... let's grab that. Need to just come back a little bit, drop him down. Raise him up a little bit. There we go. Just can't quite get this one. It's got to be green. It's got to be green. Ah, there we go. I think that might be right. There we go. Lovely. That's a little bit better. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure whether, as I was saying, you have to unload all of the containers or whether it'll get you to unload, 8 maybe, 7 or 8, perhaps. Need to line that up with the truck until we've got green, and we've got green. Move him in a little bit more. There we go, that should be okay. Alright, beautiful. Up we come, and we've got another 3 to remove, so including this fella here. Let's head down. I'll try. It is very intuitive. Like, the controls are actually really, really cool. Not there, Simi. You probably need to come back a little bit, and that should be okay there. There we go. I did a thing successfully. Bring it down onto the next truck. It'd be interesting. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to look it up. I do believe that at some point I knew what the answer to it was, but how many containers a crane driver on a wharf can actually do per hour when they're unloading these things? I'm guessing that it'd probably be a pretty big amount, and they'd be pretty bloody skilled at it. Certainly a lot more skilled than me. That's it. There we go. Up we go. This is our second last container onto the next ship. So I mean onto the next truck. So when you actually do load it, then I'm guessing you need to load with balance and stuff like that into, taking that into consideration. The balance for your ship and stuff like that. So in we go. And down we go. And that is that. Last container is coming off. Thankfully we don't have to unload all of them at this point in time, because that would make for me getting to bed very, very late. Alright, down we go. Dump him in there and do that. Bring that up. And we have
That's a wrap.
done it.
Awesome work. We got it done.
Well, you didn't do much, you idiot.
About time. We had a delivery scheduled before nightfall.
Adriana, don't be so tough on them.
But you said...
We all just need to get into the groove, right? Great job, Theodore, and to your team as well. I'm looking forward to working with you again.
Thank you. I take full responsibility for the delay. We'll be on time next time, I promise.
Yeah.
Here's to a great collaboration.
Excellent. Nice moustache, by the way. Almost as good as Flash's moustache. I nearly said Flash's moustache.
That went
There we
well
go.
enough. Thanks again for being there. It felt just like old times. For me, at least.
No worries, buddy.
My offer still stands. The jobs aren't letting up at all, and I could really use you here. We're going to go far, you and me. This is just the beginning.
He really doesn't do much, does he? There you go, guys. That is another one. That is, look at that. Job accomplished, 2,340, 70 XP. You've got to be happy with that. That's cargo. That's cargo. In the next one, we'll work out what we're doing. We'll probably do a firefighting one or something in the next one. But we did get to do a little bit of tug work in there as well, which was really, really cool. Thank you, everybody, for the views, and thank you, everyone who made comments on the first one. I appreciate it very, very much. It helps if you do make comments, and if you hit like on this video, that would be absolutely awesome too. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.